Scott Pye, who teams up with youngster Tyler Everingham. Whilst teammate Mark Winterbottom has the experienced Michael Caruso alongside him.
Row 2, followed then by Murphy. It's a mix of experience versus youth. What an amazing location. Racing started in Easter 1938. It's a majestic racetrack that masquerades as a scenic road.
Green flag, green flag.
Let's rejoice again as we listen to the music of supercars ringing around Mount Panorama Bathurst. And what a start by Greg Murphy's in the mix. Lethal has Bondage turned up. Here we go in this slippery stuff on the exit. Do they all safely negotiate?
I think they did. And Murphy still trying to gather it up. It was wheel spinning, but he gathered it up nicely. What a great start by Lee Holdsworth, and that's the difference between a massive spin, a massive spin up straight. The track's blocked.
Safety car to Pittox and Hole, Paul. Pittox and Hole.
Car number 9 in trouble. Look at Fabian up against the wall. Lee bolted. Greg Murphy got a ripping start as well. And then we all held our breath, fingers crossed for the water on the exit of 1. Now look mid-pack, what has gone on here?
It's that water. Yeah, it's the water.
I saw the 88, I saw the Wing Cup having trouble finding traction, but I didn't understand on the left side what triggered it.
I can't work it out either. In fact, it was all sideways.
So look at this one. Trying to focus on the mid-pack. So there's a cluster of 3 wide down there. The Wing Cup gets crossed up. There was actually nose-to-tail contact. And there was actually the number 8 with Dale Wood in it. I reckon he got into the back of the preceding car. But they would have been checking up on the water. So the reason that they start the concertina there is the minute the car breaks sideways, you're compelled to lift the throttle. Here's an onboard. That's smart. When Tyler Everingham gets a massive whack.
Oh, is it? Was it Tyler, is it?
While they're in the preceding car. Yeah. Look at the water and mud, and they're on the brakes, up Mountain Straight, lap 1, cold tyres, Wing Cup rotating, Jack Perkins rotating, hallelujah, a gap in the middle. And
He does get Jack Perkins.
Yeah.
So both of them end up spinning. Jack has some damage out of it, but at that point, I don't think that Wing Cup has actually hit anything.
Greg Murphy, James, what an amazing lap 1 incident. At the moment, I don't know that anyone's going to be too racy to try and go offline based on what happened on lap 1. We're racing once more. 4 laps in the bank. The view from above at turn 1. And this was the hot spot just a few moments ago, and they're all just trying to get back to the dry side of the road.
You see Lee Holdsworth had a big slide coming out of turn 1. It's an interesting scenario for Lee because he's looking back at the car that he was in last year that won.
Moffat down the inside of Murphy. I think he made that stick. Dean Fiore also looked like he just made a good move in the middies entry here. Holdsworth's got a third of a second over Coulthard, then Bluff sitting in 3rd position.
Little streams of water across the road there at the Cape also.
Now, they've had a look at it upstairs in race control, and the driving standards advisor and our stewards have determined that there's no further action lap 1, turn 1, because they've come to the same conclusion. It's a racing incident. People are flying every which way. I don't think there's necessarily a single culprit.
Yeah, I think that's a clever way to assess it. So, nice job by race control in that determination. So what I was just saying before, Croppo, you're in the lead car, you're looking back at the car that you won the race in last year. It's a bit strange, isn't it?
Very unusual. Unfortunately, the Thomas Randall Zach Best car back on the flatbed truck, so it's the only genuine casualty of war. Out of all of that, Jamie Whincup fell back to 22nd position. Mark Winterbottom with damage out there is in 23rd. Baby is just stalking Lee nicely at the moment. He was faster in Sector 1 on that lap than anyone else in the field. He's right with him.
Not sure whether you want to lead, do you?
No, at the moment. Just almost better off to watch somebody else deal with what comes next track condition-wise. This is another
And another huge incident on the exit of the
Safety
chase.
car on standby.
And so this is going to be a disaster. Zane Goddard has driven back out on the road with 30 tyres and clean bowled a heap of cars, including Winterbottom, including car number 8, Dale Wood, and one of the Penrite cars in this. It's an unbelievable scene. It's Matt Campbell. It's Matt Campbell back there. And it's Dale Wood. And we have to go back and see the way that the rejoin happened, because maybe he was out of control when he comes straight back on. So this has got down the inside. He's locked the wheel, trying to get by Greg Murphy. Now he's straight on. He's into it. He's in the throttle, and he's emerged back on, out of control. Nowhere for them to go. That is a massive shut. And seriously, you can't rejoin out of control. Yeah, that's dead set ordinary. Yeah. Here we go. Let's have a look here. So he outbraked himself slightly, and then wants to get back onto the track. Now, when you're there, you're out of control. So he had nowhere to go. Dale Wood had nowhere to go. Matt Campbell had nowhere to go. And does that end up as the only car involved? Oh, everybody else in behind there. Remarkable job to get through. Sorry, this is one more car because we missed that. Well done. Wow. Oh, he spun by himself. So he gassed it up on the side of the road after the accident and had a spin. Nightmare. So with filthy tyres and no ability to steer the car, Zane Goddard has come back across the road and completely clean bowled two cars, and we've got a safety car once more. So the Matt Campbell car, that's got really heavy. I saw it hit the fence so hard, and so did Dale Wood's car. That hit very hard. In fact, it was right up on two wheels, and it raised itself so high it was right at the top of the left-hand concrete barrier. Have a look at the damage on that car.
Dave Reynolds.
Matt Campbell.
Our stewards upstairs, the chair is Chris McMahon, Trevor Newman, Steve Lisk. They're going to be busy, I suspect, the driving standards. Got green one more time. Lee Holdsworth has control of the field. And we've got all of that rubbish on the edge of the road coming out of the chase now. So not only having to negotiate exit turn 1, but the exit turn 22 is a problem as well. We're back underway. Holdsworth has control. Let's hope things settle down and we get a bit of a rhythm for everybody to just play in gently. Heading off Mountain Straight, remembering that tyres have cooled out, brakes have cooled out. That's Zane Goddard apologising to Dale Wood in the Brad Jones Racing Garage.
Which is really good, which is exactly what Zane should do. So credit to him for walking into that garage and saying, sorry mate, that was an accident that you had no part in and could not avoid. So inside for the next corner, so that's why he got away with that one. This is a test now between lead drivers and co-drivers. Very wide there, Alex Davison. Oh, and Lowndes has given him a bump. Lowndes gives him a rub on the way out of the cutting. Tander's car is a bit like that.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a battle on his hands there at the moment. Massive amount of experience. It's not like he hasn't done a wet race or two, and he was the quickest man. He's been the quickest of the weekend so far. So this is race 642 for him in his illustrious career, which resulted in victories. Oh, trouble down here. So off the road now, car number 96, having had a bump, Jordan Boys. Hopefully he can creep back on. Even here, opposite the commentary box, which is only about 400 metres from this shot, it's dry and the sun is out. At turn 23 in the final corner down there at Murray's, it's wet. It ran a little bit wide down there, and that was the reason why Jordan Boys went off. So Chris Pither was in the Coke car. They're all battling to stop. He was able to get back on gently and safely, but massive amount of...
Stay out of the way of a few. But I don't know who was in... Was James in his car? Or was it Courtney?
That was Zane Goddard who came back on.
anyway, it's just madness, complete madness. So your head buzz in the back of your head.
Very quickly, the lights are out on the safety car. Was that
This car's rear wing, that's got drag on it, so it puts the brakes on that car and it'll retard that car and pull it backwards. Let me show you an example, happened earlier in the day. Beautiful example. Here's Ward's got a fast run. I think this is Coulthard in the car, right? Comes up beside him. Right, watch this. Waters waits for him to go past, moves over, right there. That's pushing the air up and over onto Coulthard's car, puts his brakes on for him, and by he goes. Beautiful, classic NASCAR move.
There it goes in the cool drive entry. Gets to rejoin the queue now at the other end, get his lap back. A little bit of damage on the front of that car, Copper. It'd be hard to imagine that it's nice to drive. I imagine that that's a bit of a handful from a balance perspective.
Beautiful images from our Century Batteries chopper cam. As we run down low to the train of cars, we're about to get back on with life here. The BP Ultimate safety car, you could have seen actually, it was just going in at the top into pit lane. And the green flag now. Drivers indicate that. Garth Tander has got control of the field. And away he goes. Followed pretty early in the process. And just, I'm paying particular attention also to the fringes of the road there at the moment to see whether or not there's an opportunity for people to squeeze on by. See, it's getting better now at the exit. Yep, final corner. It's getting marginally better down here at turn 1 as well. It still looks like in the last shots I saw there was a fairly decent river still tucked in the gutter, and there is. Actually, Garth used it though. There'll actually be a point if they shift enough of it where you might even get a little cool-out benefit from just giving it a nice big long warming straight all the way up to turn 2. Look at the front of the raw meat. So I just said that if you give them half a chance anywhere on this opening lap, then they'll just go for it. So there's the cars that are eligible for the wave by. There's actually a fair train of them. So he won't waste any time, but everybody out there is well qualified to be able to squeeze on this opening restart lap. So there won't be anything left behind. So Van Gisbergen, Kostecki, Mostert, Feeney, Waters, Holdsworth, Davison, De Pasquale, Lowndes forward. That's the top 10. So you've got both the Red Bull cars in there. You've got the Erebus car in there, the Boost Mobile car up in second. You've got the WAU car in third. You've got both of the Shell cars in there. Mark's doing a count of the Wave Bike cars. 10.
Yeah.
10 cars.
What do you want to play out here?
Like we're in a good spot, but there's still 40 laps to go, as you know, anything can happen.
Van Gisbergen's got control. Brody Kostecki needs no incentive. Chaz Mostert's got the fastest car out there at the moment. He's sitting in third position. Bob Feeney's in fourth position. Cam Waters, this is the break that he needed. He's been runner-up before. Can he snatch a great race this afternoon? To do it, they have to topple the reigning champion, who's about to claim another supercar championship this year in Shane Van Gisbergen. He's got 525 points to his credit, and he wants to win this thing badly as well.
And the reason they were moving around so much like that is just to get some tyre temperature and also to feel through the steering how much steering weight you've got determines how much grip you've got. So you understand when you go to turn the wheel or stop the car at the first corner that you've got a reasonable amount of tyre grip and understand what that grip level is. So it's very, very much innate. The driver has to understand what that is before you commit to the corner.
Heavyweights are at the top of town. We've got 39 laps remaining. Van Gisbergen's got a 0.4 margin. He only got a little handy margin in that opening couple of quarters to take some of the pressure off. But Kostecki is going to throw everything at our race leader. So too is Chaz Mostert. They all understand that this is an opportunity to make gain, to make profit, to get stuck into their opponent. Over the top at Skyline, they're temporarily on 2 or even 1 wheel over there, plummeting off the top of the hill. 2 wheels through the dipper, and Van Gisbergen grabs third gear, plunges down the hill, feeds it second over the blind rise, and have a look at Mostert down the inside. He's given some space by Brody, but it isn't quite enough. And it was a nice move, because what it did for Brody is it made it lazy. He didn't turn it at the apex because he had to give a little bit of room for Mostert. That compromised his exit and has given Mostert the run. Does Mostert
Mostert. I thought he was going to fly down the left-hand side there. Brody was super deep under brakes to resist that.
Mostert's opened up 0.5 of a second over Kostecki, who's slightly defensive at the moment from Mostert. Davison's having a look down the inside.
Probably when it runs out of fuel, Chad. That would make for a very short filling in, wouldn't it? I'm not too sure. I don't run the fuel numbers. I'm just an interested onlooker at the moment. Hey, I've done your job, and I'm doing this job, and I'm not going to tell you anything. Well, you know I have to ask, Lee. Correct. Thanks for asking, but I'm not answering it.
Hey, Chad, why don't you just say
It's just actually landed beneath my feet. So here's the margins. See that gap there, second to third's opened up a little bit. Does Cad come in? No. Not yet. Tops the hill on the replay. Wanders wide and thuds into that wall. He's got left steering lock on. It's not responding to the helm at all. And he slams into the wall between the
Of the car, get the splitter down close to the ground, sit in a little bit of front end. This could be a game changer if it works for him.
No, the changes that we look. So is he going to be able to get out, or is this the 8th safety car? Sorry, Chad. Will Davison parked up in the wall at turn 2. And he looks to be getting out of this car.
So I think he just pitted. So maybe there's a brake drama there for Will, and especially that he's getting out.
Race control personnel, safety car boards and flags, safety car boards and flags.
We saw him come out, and normally when you're in the fence that hard after a pit stop like that, there's some drama with the brake pedal. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think they did brakes. Maybe a wheel wasn't tight, or maybe cold tyres and too greedy.
Zero was done. First one was done. Waiting on fuel, but one car going down the lane.
Gisberg and Kostecki, Holdsworth in the lane.
Okay.
So did they make any changes to Brody's car, or are they just putting wheels and tyres on and feeding it fuel? We'll get an answer to that question for you. Were there any tweaks to 99? We know that it's been a front ride height change to car number 6. So Cam Waters. So it's been a torrid day for this car. 3 seconds difference in favour of Mostert over Kostecki in that pit stop. But a weird rejoin there that we saw. Here it is again. So Brody Kostecki in the boost car. Optus car is Chaz Mostert, but the recovery vehicle plays a role in all this. They're getting to the white line, the second safety car line. Here it is. And then effectively, Kostecki's balked by that truck.
Well, they're asking for a redress, I think, everyone down there at Erebus. But I'm not sure. He does move him over towards the back of the car, but is Mostert already by him? Is he clear of him?
Shouldn't be there.
Well, no, it shouldn't be there. I'm totally with you. So this is on board now with Brody. Oh, he had to balk it up. Yeah. He absolutely had to come out of it. Yeah. So he hasn't been impeded by that recovery car. Yeah, for sure. And maybe it took 2 years when the last one happened. Or it
and Will's safely out of the car. He made nasty contact with that wall. We've seen a few cars in the wall up there this weekend.
Just complete mudfest. And then the left-hand side's had the tyre wall damage significantly.
All that, I don't think there's any question that Mostert had the momentum that he was going to blaze on. Look at that already. Like, seriously, look at that there. So,
yeah, definitely in front. I think the question is that he had to, you shouldn't have to back off for a recovery vehicle, Larko.
And I'm with you, mate, and I think that's 100%, but I don't think there's a redress need here. I think Mostert was 100%.
Yeah,
no doubt.
I agree.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, good pick up and well done.
They'll be doing the best part at 300 kilometres an hour. Isn't that an awesome shot of the chopper over the top of the Hino sign on the run into the chase? And remember, we've seen Shane on restarts do all kinds of things in the recent past. He's run them slow, he's run them fast, he's run them medium speed. So here we go. Pull those belts up tight, folks, because we've got a sprint race to the checkered flag. Shane Van Gisbergen races away in the lead. They're trying to warm up those Dunlop tyres. Mostert in second. Brody Kostecki in third. Cam Waters in fourth. The heavyweights at the sharp end of the field. And we're boxing on for the back end of the Remco Bathurst 1000 once more.
And a very, very nice restart by Van Gisbergen. He got to the left-hander at the chase. He turned it in and gassed it up. And and he caught them all unaware slightly. He was able to open up a car length or car length and a half, but now the man that's probably had the best pace through the race, but with a little time concern, bang, got it done. They would have come to their feet at Tickford on that one. I reckon that was a bit unexpected. Brody was able, Boston looking for fresh air. Yeah, he's been challenged by water temperature all day. He's had to pull out of the slipstream and get as much cold. He's got a quick car and he's going to sniff up the inside here as they get to the cutting. Not quite enough. Second gear, out of here, 85 odd kilometres an hour. Nothing available on the right-hand side of the car. They're cranked sideways like sprint cars out of there. They're committing their right foot as hard as they dare. 640 horsepower. 16 minutes of racing, and at the moment the margin across the top 4 cars is 1.5 seconds. We've had 8 safety car interventions. We've had cars off the road in bizarre places. Mud and water's been a factor, but now we've got a dry, clean, clear race to the back end, and still Van Gisbergen's got control of this at the moment. He did a personal best middle sector over the top of the hill on that lap at the back end of the race. 12 laps now remain, separating Van Gisbergen from a checkered flag. This time Mostert just opened the margin ever so slightly over Waters, and then a little margin again back to Brody. Looking at the last lap order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first 6 cars, fastest cars. As you can see, they have just gapped the rest of the field. 3-4 in sector 2, matched almost identically by Mostert. But if he gets the final sector together, this will pull that 6-4 down even further. A 2 minute 6.4 the last lap. We're riding with Waters. Position corners are K too quick. Ask too much of those tyres. Crack that throttle too early. That's the end game. He missed the apex slightly. It ran him high on the curb, and that cost him about 2 to 3 tenths of a second. So what was 1.1 seconds at that time quickly became 1.3. It's going to be 4 laps to go. See the difference in the line that they take there at Murray's Corner, and they're doing it pretty much everywhere. Shane's running the car deeper into the braking area and turning harder at the end of the stop. So he turns the car with more steering lock and more aggressively. It's been a huge month for Van Gisbergen and the Van Gisbergen family. Can the guy that won another of those mistakes, the 2 garages, the respective bunkers, this time through, it's going to be 1 lap to go for Van Gisbergen. Into Murray's Corner for the second last time. We've got 1 lap to go. The crowd is loving it. What a show. What a day. What a wild ride. Mount Panorama. Shane Van Gisbergen might do something special here this afternoon. He's 33 years of age. He made his debut in V8 supercar racing back at Oran Park in 2007, and he has been supreme for most of the recent years. His balance, his fight, his passion for the sport is unrivaled. He has done an unbelievable job today under pressure. Over the top of the hill now for the last time. He's got it back out again, Mark, to 1.3 seconds. He's strong in that first sector as he negotiates the run to the cutting. Listen to that crowd. And how cool is it to have the crowd back with us? Holman fans rejoicing at the top of the mountain as 2 of their hard chargers lead the great race. Out the other side of the dipper now for the final time. There are marshals applauding, but does he pull it up well here at Forest Elbow? He's got to be ultra conservative. He's made mistakes there in the recent past. He gets through there cleanly. The margin is just 0.9 of a second. Down Conrod Straight now for the last time. 4th gear, 5th gear and 6th gear. There was a question mark over the gearbox in this car earlier in the day. No such problem right now. Into the braking area for the last time, and the thing just looked a tiny bit unstable when he first grabbed the brake. The margin is exactly 1 second through that muddy section of the racetrack for the very final time. And what a day. He's overcome a penalty. Competitor crashes, weather, rain and mud. It's
career victory for Shane Van Gisbergen. 57 for Garth Tander. That's 100 career podiums for Tander and the second Bathurst 1000 victory for Shane Van Gisbergen. Red Bull have done it again. What a day. And that takes Triple Eight to victory number 9. And actually climbing over the top now of the old Holden Racing team and Walkinshaw Andretti United for team victories. So a big run at the end. And that margin, after 6 hours, 43 minutes, was 1.09 seconds between first and second. What an outstanding drive today from Van Gisbergen and Tander. Hearty congratulations to Mostert and Coulthard. And in third place today, Waters and Moffat. A beautiful drive to get on the podium, Rihanna.
Massive congratulations happening down here, and I want to get into Andrew Edwards. He's the race engineer. He has no idea I'm even here. Andrew, we just want to quickly speak to you. Congratulations, your first Bathurst victory as an engineer.
I got nothing. I don't know. I don't know where I am. It's crazy. Yeah, no, it's appreciate the team for bringing me on and letting me have this experience. I mean, it was faultless by everyone today. It was awesome.
I can see you physically shaking. This is your first Bathurst win. We can see the team, what this means. What does it mean to you personally?
I've been doing this a long time, obviously, and had a lot of heartache here. So to pull it off with the team and just with Shane and Garth, they were amazing. I mean, they're just faultless today. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
What were you saying on those last few laps to him?
Well, I think he was just needed some focus. So, you know, really just wanted to talk to him. You know, he just wanted someone to know that they're there and head down. Chaz was quick and pushed us hard.
Enjoy the celebrations. Get over there. To win on the mountain in a Holden Commodore. Congratulations. Just talk to us about the emotion right now. I know how special this moment is for you.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, but you're singling me out. Garth's not here yet, but he won the race too. And it's a team effort and a fan effort, like all the support for Holden and stuff. It's special. I'm
Garth Tander, you become a 5-time Bathurst champion. Talk to me about the emotion right now to do such a special day for Holden and the Commodore in their last race on the mountain.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say, Jess, to be honest. It's honest with you. Guys did such a great job, and Shane at the end of the race, how he can do that, just his focus and his ability to punch out laps like that, seriously impressive to watch. So such an honour to be part of this, and like you said, the last ever Commodore here at Bathurst. That'll sink in a little bit later, I think, but yeah, can't believe it.
Just talk to me about the emotion of the team for Andrew Edwards, his first ever Bathurst victory. It never ever goes your own way on the mountain. I know you were battling comms issues all day, so just tell us really what was happening with the car.
Car was great, got better and better and better all day, and Andrew asked me after the first stint, what's the car like? And I said, mate, it'll just get better all day, and it's a real credit to him. We didn't quite have the tool we needed to do the job last year, and he gave us the car that we needed to get the job done. And all you got to do is give Shane the right tool to do the job, and he'll get the job done.
The word to us, your second Bathurst title in 3 years with Garth Tander. This is a dream come true, not just for the two of you, but for the team, as you said, and for your engineer, Andrew Edwards, who's new with you this year, his first ever Bathurst title.
Yeah, I just want to go and do another skid. That was sick. But yeah, can't thank the team enough. Garth was just on it this year. It was very cool, and Andrew this year has been epic. Just every round, getting more and more part of the team and doing such a great job. And now he's won the most ever races in a season as an engineer. It's pretty sick.
And some of you, you've set a new record, your 19th victory, and it's not over yet. Just tell us about the emotion and I guess the level of anxiety over those closing laps. You had Chaz Mostert coming for you. How much was left in the tank?
Yeah, when Chaz got into second, I got a bit worried because we know how fast he is here. But once the gap stayed at a second, I knew we were okay. And the last couple of laps just got Andrew to talk a bit more and just stayed concentrated. And yeah, it was epic. I'm wrapped.
Go and enjoy the moment.
Thank you. Cheers, everyone.
And James Moffat.
Great race, Will.
In second place for Mobile Optus Racing, car number 25, Chaz Mostert and Fabian Coulthard.
Well done,
Representing the winning team, Red Bull Ampol Racing, Jeremy Moore. And in first place in the Repco Bathurst 1000 for 2022, representing Red Bull Ampol Racing, car number 97, Shane van Gisbergen and Garth Kenda. Making the presentation of the third place trophy, representing our sponsor BP, is Josh Cunningham. Presenting the second place trophy, the Deputy Premier of New South Wales, Paul Toole. Presenting the team's trophy, the Mayor of Bathurst, Robert Taylor. And now, presenting the Peter Brock Trophy to our winners from Repco, Wayne Bryant. Ladies and gentlemen, your race 30 Repco Bathurst 1000 podium. Let the celebrations begin. And James, congratulations to us.
6 hours.
Another podium with this great race. That's pretty special in the last 3 years.
Yeah, it's awesome to come back through the day we had. We got turned around when Moff was in the car.
Congratulations, number 5 Bathurst 1000. Incredible, well done.
Yeah, thanks Brett. Thanks very much to all of you for, like Chad said, sticking out through the weather, especially yesterday. That was crazy. But thanks very much to our team. Such a good car, such a good car. So great team effort. Thanks to all our partners, Red Bull, Ampol, Chevrolet. This bloke goes all right, did an awesome job at the end of the race. So thanks to all the fans for being here this year. A special thanks to all the Holden fans that have supported Holden over the entire journey. It's been fantastic you having along for the ride, and I hope you join us at Chevrolet Racing next year.
Shane, please. What a year this has been. What a great win. Congratulations. Enormous pressure on you right throughout the final stages of that race. How tough was it out there?
Yeah, it was awesome, and compared to 2020, to have all the people here and in this weather, can't thank you guys so much for coming out. This is pretty awesome up here. I'm stoked, and to stand the Holden out like this is epic. So up the Holden.
So just on that note, final word of the day, Shane, a message for the Holden fans.
It's just, as I said, special way to send it out. So we've got a few more to go, so hopefully we can add a few more wins to the Commodore. But thanks again to the team. Cheers, everyone.
Congratulations to our winners, ladies and gentlemen, the Repco Bathurst 1000 for 2022.